An incredible experiment was just shown that the bird song in each region of the earth has developed to be able to interact with the pores in the surface of the trees in that region. The bird song in every region of the world opens the pores on the surface of the tree so it can breathe more oxygen, more CO2, and start that cycle of life for us again. If the bird songs can open the pores of respiration and breath in trees, imagine what it's doing for your human body.
What? Pores? Trees have pores? That's not correct. They have stomata, not pores. And stomata are these little things right here. They're kind of cute, huh? Kind of means mouth in Greek, I think. But besides that, trees and plants have stomata, and that is the place of gas exchange in plants. So, releasing O2 and taking in CO2. So yeah, that's not correct. Yeah, so this experiment this guy was talking about, I think he was talking about this paper that was it's in preprint. It hasn't even been published in a journal, and it's not even peer reviewed. But it was just a couple pages long, just saying, hey, we should probably study bird songs and stomata of trees. However, there's this really cool article about duckweed and music that was played for duckweed, which is pretty fascinating. So duckweed is a pretty common plant used in botanical studies, but scientists got together and they played a beautiful song called "Purple Butterfly" by a band called Bandiri um, for these duckweed 5 hours a day for 7 days straight, so 35 days total. And they did a control group that wasn't given any music, sad, and they found that when they played the music for this duckweed here, they found that the duckweed actually grew quite a bit. And it also was given the ability to synthesize a bit more, had a better ability for photosynthesis. Not only that, there was an increase in protein that was produced by the plant. So that's pretty cool. So then a while ago, these scientists got together once more and they studied the effects of certain or sound vibration in plants, in a specific plant. And this is the specific plant. They played several different hertz at several different decibels, and they found that there's a sweet spot, and that sweet spot was 6,000 hertz. Now, coincidentally, uh, the 6,000 hertz is also the frequency in which our cell phones ring, and some fire alarms or those beeps from fire detectors go off. Uh, but even more so, coincidentally, some birds have a sweet spot at 6,000 hertz. Now, I hate to rain on your parade, but we haven't tested the effects of bird songs on stomata. We have just kind of scratched the surface of one specific plant that actually opens up at 6,000 hertz. So correlation does not mean causation. Just because things happen in a certain way does not mean that that's actually true. Now, no harm or shame to the guy. He was just trying to make a nice video, calling us back to nature, all that granola hippie shit. But we have to remember that if you're going to say these things, you have to say them right. Trees and plants have stomata, not pores. They're not the same thing. Also, if you're a medical doctor, like that guy is, you should be well aware that you need to cite your sources and be a little bit more accurate about what you're talking about. And me as well. That's just a call to everybody. So, if you're going to hear these things and you think something's a little off or funny, just do your research. Google Scholar is free, and a lot of these articles are online and they're free, and you can read them. They're not super hard. If you need any tips or tricks on how to read scientific articles, peer-reviewed journals, that sort of thing, hit me up. I'm your guy. But I just wanted to make light of this situation and say that kind of clear the air here and talk about some really cool things that plants do and that people are looking into. I hope you learned some things. And fortunately, not talking about animals today, talking about plants, still pretty cool. But I hope you guys have a good week and toodaloo.